Let's move on to another assumption that, again, sounds so reasonable. Believe patterns is a reasonable assumption. Believe patterns makes a lot of sense, right? What I'm showing you a picture of is a strategy that was was posted on Team Liquid by a gentleman named Hister, which was this crazy mass immortal zealot sentry all-in. It was straight up an all-in. It wasn't even shameful about it at all. He's like, guys, here is a kick-ass all-in strategy that wins a lot. Where you just get a ton of really scary units early on, box it and say, go, go, go. And he showed some amazing replays of him knocking down the highest of high-tier players that you will ever hear of. But someone posted in this thread, oh, well, I've beaten this strategy before. Here's me beating Hister a couple of times. And this is an example of something that can end up happening a lot when you start believing patterns, right? So here's the attack. It comes at you, and suddenly I am up against Hister for the first time. Holy crap, what do? Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to build a ton of bunkers. I'm going to be building all these bunkers at the front. I have my Marines with combat shield. And eventually what the opponent did was get ghosts. And it was a beautiful response. This Terran player demolished Hister's early push. But what happened is, and I'm sure that this has happened to you many times on the ladder, that you end up playing against the same player 3, 4, 5 times in a row. And what happened by time number 5 is the opponent said, well, if he's going for this Immortal Sentry strategy, well, I'm just going to rush for ghosts right off the bat. And here, this barely won him the game, but this crushed the game. This was easy peasy. Yeah, all right. But what's the problem there? What's the problem with doing that? He assumed that his opponent was just going to do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. And if you rush for ghosts and suddenly Hister decided to do something else, then oh no, suddenly you're totally screwed by that assumption. And this is something that is very dangerous that I actually wrote about in an article called The Marginal Advantage. You don't need to vary win. You just need to win by a little bit. All you need to do is win. Doesn't matter by whether it's a lot or a little, or it's a long game or a short game. A win is a win is a win is a win. And if you fall into that trap of trying to crush that strategy that I'm sure he's doing, you're going to run into some trouble. Do a strategy that will barely defend that and can also kill this other huge array of stuff. Question patterns is the correction to that assumption. Question patterns. So, we have some